Howdy y'all, and welcome to Lax Lives. I'm Lakander, and this is Lack Plays Feed the Beast. Alright, so today we are going to look at layouts. And I need to grab a few pieces of equipment here and there. I don't know if I'm going to need any stone or cobble. I might need... I think I've got some diamond already over there, but let me grab one just in case. I don't... Well, anytime I'm going to filter out, I'm going to need a diamond. Let me grab a couple of diamonds. And... Oof, yeah, I am running low on pipe. I need to get back out and get some supplies here. I need some... What do I need? Ink sacks. Where? There. Using sacks for void pipe. We need void pipe. Ooh, let me see if I got any more spare engines so I don't have to make those. We'll steal you two while we're at it. We've already looked at how to make those. No reason to make extras if I don't need to. Alright. So, last time we looked at the router. And, so today we're going to look at why I tore everything down. And so the big reason we tore everything down was there just simply isn't enough room where I had everything, and so we need more room out here to actually build. So I did just a little mock-up here. I didn't really do anything with it, but I wanted to show you. Usually when I build, I think about how tall my tallest machine is going to be. So my tallest machine is actually my power block. And I didn't bring one with me because we're not ready to hook one up, but the power block is 4 or 6 blocks, 4 or 6 blocks tall, depending on how you lay it down. So you have to decide on how tall you need it to be. So 4 means my floor needs to be at least 5 tall. Just give me a little wiggle room. 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus that lets you run pipes and stuff and still leave headroom. So we're looking at least up to about here. This is 7, which gives me 1 extra wiggle room if I stand it up. Sometimes I lay it down, sometimes I stand it up. I should have brought some more supplies. Let me jump over here and get some... Why is this on fire? What in the world happened while I was gone? Seriously. Must have been a lightning strike. Let me grab some... oh, I've got a ton of pipe here. Here, cobblestone. We'll do this up with cobblestone. And this is my standard stand-in. All right. So, if we put it in a corner, right, then you're going to need your power running into it. So we'll need power line running across the back, which means that we'll have to go one this side of it for our matter fabricator. All right, our matter fabricator. It's not what it's called. The MFSU. All right. So from there, if we use just the medium volt transformers, then we can go over 1 cable, medium volt transformer. And then from there, we go to an LV transformer. And then from there, we got to go over to cables. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's not right. I am totally wrong here. I am thinking about this the wrong way. This is what happens when I try to do it in my head. MFSU, MV transformer. Now the MFSU can go into 4 of these. This will go into 4 of these. So, depends on how you want to stack this up. So each one of these is 4 of these. So it either goes up 4, like so, and then your power cable runs up the back here. And then you'd put your next one over here, run it up 4. Your next one here, run it up 4. And your next one here, run it up 4. Like so. You can do it that way. I also will run them... Oops. I also will run them this way, with the cables running out. And then you would do... Well, let's just do it across the back here. 4 that way. And then what that does is... either way is pretty much the same. Because then you're going to run it up 2 and then have your cables on top. One just allows you connections all the way across the top by the ceiling, and the other way you can only connect at the one end of it. So I actually prefer this route, and so these would be my LV transformers and these would be my bat boxes. Although I don't even need the bat boxes for that matter. You could just do straight up LV transformer. The difference is though, is you're looking at 10 million EU storage versus 10 million plus the 2.4 million for the 4 MFEs plus the, I don't even know what that is, 640,000. So if you just use an MFSU, then you're, well, I mean, what's it really sound like there? I'm cutting down by 3.5 million storage. Although that's like a third of my storage, so, you know, but if you got enough power going in, then, you know, just having the 10 million storage isn't bad. But another nice thing is if you include your extra, storage units, then you don't have to worry about, one machine draining all the power, because even though this machine will be outputting, it will get split amongst all the machines, and so power coming in will still be able to come back out the other side. Of course, if you have all your machines hooked together, I guess that won't matter, but, you know, so I guess really it's just a choice. Do you want to take the extra work to get the extra storage or not? And that's really up to you. That's how you decide you want to do it. Now, the next thing we want to look at here is we've got our machines. You saw I actually started the video removing the couple of well, I made 3 more routers is what I did. So what I need now is we need to look at how to place our fermenters. So this room is actually probably going to be just for fermenters at this point, because they take a lot of room. Now when I put down one fermenter, so this is my fermenter, it doesn't really matter where I put it. I'm going to leave one space behind it here, and we're just going to stick it here. And then I don't want the moistener out here yet. So for this one fermenter, alright, I need water or some kind of liquid, depends on what you want to work with. I think you can do it with honey, you can do it with apple juice. I prefer water because it's the easiest to get your hands on, and then switch to apple juice when I have enough apple juice saved up, which we'll look at in a future episode maybe. And so we need water flowing in here, so I'm going to have to actually build a place for water. Which I will do underneath the floor. So I need a water pipe to flow into it. I need MJs to flow into it to power it. I need a spot for mulch to go into it. I need a spot for saplings to go into it, and I need a spot for biomass to come out of it. That's 5 sides. There are only 6 to work with. And this is why I like to use the routers, because the routers are going to let me connect a router and a router to the first one and then not have to worry about sides on the rest of them. Because otherwise I'm going to have spaces in between every single one of these, wasting space. to be able to connect them all together to get to all the stuff. So we've got to go underground. Oof. So under here, I have got to have a spot. This is dangerous. It's wide open. I don't like that. I've got to have a spot down here under the fermenter. Now the idea is that we're going to try and keep all of our machines in the same area so that we don't have to move back and forth between our inventory and our machines, because that gets annoying. Kind of like a skeleton shooting you while you're trying to talk. And so I've got to have room for water. And we had the aqueous accumulator up here. I took it down. We're going to have to put it back up. I really would like to know. Must have been a lightning strike while I wasn't on. It's pretty funny. I don't think I have enough cobble here. So I really need to jump back and get some cobble to finish off this wall. But so with the aqueous accumulator, what we're going to be able to do is we're going to be able to pump up the water. Plus, if we put the aqueous accumulator in its own area, then every time we need more water, we can just add to it. Now I let one of my machines run, filling up cobblestone. So yes, that is 751 stacks of cobblestone I have, just in case I need some cobble. I was getting low. I was down to like 2 stacks of cobble in my barrel there. I'm like, well, that's not good. I really should make this place look better. It's getting kind of trashy looking. Is that skeleton hiding out in here? Wow, I really expected him to be hid out here. You know how they like to hide out when it gets daytime? Alright, we get this, I know, wasting time here. Just wasting time building a wall like nobody's ever seen you build a wall before. Should have done this pre-episode. Didn't think about it. I actually just logged on and said, hey, I should do my episode. And if I wasn't worried about creepers and whatnot coming along and blowing me up while I'm trying to work on this, I wouldn't even bother. But we already had the skeleton attack me. So I don't want a skeleton attack. This will help keep out the skeletons and the creepers. And the lightning bolts, apparently. Alright, get some light in here so we can get no spawns. Now, once again, you're going to have to decide... Oh, I forgot how fast this shovel was. You're going to have to decide how tall you want your rooms underneath. I like tall rooms because with pipes and cables and machines that take up multiple spaces, kind of like our furnace, I usually go for at least 5 to 7. 3, 4, and this is only 4, so I actually need to go down another layer. And honestly, when I do my aqueous accumulator, I often put it in a wall so that it's not even part of my base. Which is kind of weird, I guess. I don't know. I don't know why I do that. So this is 5, and you can see that's quite a good distance. We're going to put it in the base, though. We'll make room for it here. We might go up a floor for the actual machines. And we're going to try... We're building it in stages because, you know, I want you to see how I progress as I build in stages. So, from Aqueous Accumulator, if you remember, we need a 3x3 space. Like so. I'm going to need some... I got 1 bucket of water on me, but I'm going to need another bucket of water. I don't know where I'm going to get water from, though. Maybe the ocean. Fly up. Alright, we'll fill this thing up. Where's my other bucket? I totally don't know where I just put that bucket of water. I put it in the wrong spot. Try a corner. Haven't you ever played this game before? I have been terribly sick. I was so proud of myself on Saturday for having Sunday and Monday's episodes already done. And then I got sick. And I have barely been able to even sit up for the last couple days. Which isn't pleasant. Alright, let's move some of this stuff out of my inventory while we're working. Alright. Ooh, I kind of like brought all my supplies, it looks like. Alright, I need the aqueous accumulator and I need my waterproof piping. Waterproof piping and aqueous accumulator, not there. Aqueous accumulator, I don't know what it looks like. I know it's a square box. That's the igneous extruder I accidentally built when I meant to build a magma crucible. Oh, I really thought that was waterproof piping. There we go. There's my waterproof piping. The nice thing about the aqueous accumulator, no power, no... Where is it? No power and no pumping needed from it. Oh, there it is. I guess I must have had my mouse cursor right on top of it and overlooked it. Okay, so we get down here and we will plop this thing in. Now, when we look at this, you gotta think 5 sides. 5 sides. So, one side for mulch, one side for wheat. No, wheat? Why am I putting wheat in this thing? One side for mulch, one side for saplings, which will probably be the top side actually. One side to get out biomass, right? Mulch, sapling, water, biomass, and one side for power. So power will probably go in the back here. And so when we're looking at that, we got to think, where do I need to place things? Now, since my trees are over here, and I'm actually just going to run them outside the... Ooh, that sounds dangerous. I'm going to run them outside the building and put some cobble over the pipe so it doesn't get exploded. And then that will allow me to feed into this. So, it doesn't sound like I'm going to have any problems just running my pipe up. And we'll probably actually change out this pipe at a later date. This is just the easier pipe to make. There's another set of pipe called liquid duct that I just recently started using. Now you can see here comes the water up the pipe. And then that gets us water in our fermenter. Now we have used the fermenter before, so it's not a totally new machine for us. So I'm going to run over here. I'm going to grab two of the routers. And we're not going to get this done today. So we need a router here and a router here. Yep. And this router is going to take in wheat. No, it is not going to take in wheat. Why do you keep trying to put wheat in here? Why did I put a router here? That is not where I want a router. Put a router over here. Yes. We need... I don't know what's wrong with my brain. I need an engine. Nope, there they were. I sorted everything and I can't find anything. Engine. And remember, I like the biogas. Because once you get your system running, then it doesn't require any maintenance, really. As long as everything continues to operate correctly, no maintenance. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, all we're missing is the output. And the output, we're going to use wooden waterproof piping. And we're going to need, we'll get a lever here, I guess. And I'd like a tank. And we're going to need a redstone engine. We're actually going to switch out the redstone engine at a later date too. But we are gearing up for the machines that I like to replace redstone engines with. We're just not there yet. And we can go ahead and put you there. And actually, that's dumb. We're going to go ahead and put you here. and then put the lever here. Reason I said that is because if I put a whole line of fermenters along here, which is my plan, then I'm going to need a whole line of engines along here to pump out. I'm going to need this to pipe up, and we'll swing it around the back here, I guess, like so. Nice and compact. Try to keep everything as small as possible because contraptions get messy. So now we got water flowing into it. We're going to have to adjust the pipes. Where's my cobble pipe? I think this is all cobble. I'm going to need this void transport pipe. Oh, I didn't put my tank on there. Going to need this. Well, no, all I've got coming in is trees, right? So what I want to do is, yep, that's what I want to do. I want to put the wrong pipes out there so they won't connect. That's exactly what I want to do. We want to run this out here. Naturally, we're going to find a better way to do this. Well, what I consider to be a better way to do this. But for now, let's just run this around the outside. I was thinking I was going to run on the ground, but this is safer. Up high in the air, nothing can get to it. And come on. Don't get her too high. Okay. And then we've got our void pipe. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to hook a void pipe off of it here. The reason being is that I don't want saplings just spilling all over the floor, and we're going to have to figure out exactly where the correct side is on this. Looks like top will probably work. Did you just... No. Alright. And then this one, maybe bottom? Let's see. Left click goes, left click advances, right click, I don't even know what you call it, goes backwards. Yep, alright. Top and bottom will do it. I don't know why I have an apple, but I've got an apple on me. So now we can bust this pipe. Because we don't need it anymore. Is my train still going over here? Yes, alright. Sometimes they disappear. Look at that pig man just wandering around out here. And so that's pretty much our setup. Oh no. We need to run the moistener yet. That's what I've got to run yet. The moistener is going to be in its own little bunker back here. It also needs water. And so we can tap it into the aqueous accumulator we've already set up, which I didn't leave a way down for. Alright. And so if we punch a hole in the wall here, just so I know where it's at, and then we go out here, since the... Oh, here comes the first batch of saplings coming in. Since we know the moistener, oh, you know what? I need another hole punched in the wall. Where's it at? 1, 2, 3 down from the top here. Right underneath this thing. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. And then we'll punch one off the side. And so what we need here is we're going to need, I'm going to need a wood pipe. And I'm going to need diamond pipe. Diamond pipe. Actually, I'm going to need 2 diamond pipes. I'm going to need the wooden pipe. I already got that. Wooden pipes. I've got plenty of transport pipe. I guess I need the machine itself. Where did I put it? Right here. And I'm going to need a little platform to sit it on. So let's do that. I'm working here. And so what we got to do with this is we've got to connect it into the water, because it does require water. That is not where I want to put water. There we go. Alright. And pop this down here. And this is going to be a crazy one, because next what I got to do is I need to bring all the seeds and wheat over here. Once again, we'll just we'll run it out top here until we get a better way to do it. We're not quite there yet. Oops. Come on. If you hold down shift, then you don't back up. But apparently I can place the pipe a little too easily. This is the way I work with blocks a lot. Oh, this is gonna cause an issue. Oh, that's okay. I need to back it out anyways, because we got to bring it out to the routers. Now, the reason I'm using the wheat and seeds, I believe I talked about, was that the are you lined up right? Yep. Is that the moistener needs a catalyst, and for that catalyst, I want. That's not going to work out quite the way I wanted. You know what? I'm going to knock out my moistener here, and we're going to move it up one. If I move it up one, then it will be in the right spot. So let's do that. That means you've got to move up one. Like so. And so we get the diamond pipe in here. And that's not diamond pipe. We get the diamond pipe in here. Like, I need your XP. Why am I collecting XP? And then you put in the routers. And we got one in the back. And we get one on top. And so one router will be for seeds, and one router will be for wheat. And the router on top should actually block out enough of our sunlight. No recipe. Perfect. Alright. And then what we gotta do is we gotta figure out which slots are which. So I know that it doesn't matter which router we plug this into, so red... Seriously, dude? I am working here. And I'm running out of time, and you're just being irritating. Alright, where did my wheat go? Alright, so we know that router 0, side 0, is actually the side for the wheat. And so black will be wheat, so wheat will flow into here. And when it goes in, it will go into... Oh, is that spot 0? I thought that was spot 0. Well, let's try that. They won't let me remove it. It must have put it in the recipe automatically. And then let's count. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this has got to be slot 10. I only know that slot 0 because I've used it before. Slot 10, click on little pluses, and so that would make the seeds go in the red. Nope. Nope, that's the wrong slot. Slot 9? swear that's 10. Now you're just not doing anything. 11? Alright. So 11 works. You can see now we've got mulch flowing. Now the only problem is that this is going to produce more than we need, possibly. So, to take care of that, wow. To take care of that, I want another void pipe in there. So let me go ahead and grab... Well, I'm actually going to not put a void pipe in there right now, but what I'll do is I'll put another void pipe here, just to get rid of the extra. And it'll just go off the back of the diamond pipe here. And so that anything extra will just disappear. What I do need, though, is I need the wooden transport pipe here. And then we need a diamond transport pipe here. I think that'll work. And then we need the cobblestone here. And what we need is... That's not going to work. What am I doing? We need the diamond transport pipe in here. Because... yeah, what am I doing? I've got it on the wrong thing here. I need transport out of here. Can go into a diamond pipe here. And then we need to go up. What's going to happen is this is actually going to make... it's going to make some mycelium. And we don't want the mycelium. And so... I need to get rid of the mycelium. And so, let me go ahead and throw on the redstone engine here. And then we'll put a lever. Didn't I bring a lever? Nope. It's okay, we can use a redstone torch. I do that too. Alright, and this will automatically pump out. And so, there goes the mulch. And I actually need the mulch. Give me the mulch. Give me the mulch. Don't go away. Don't go away. Don't go away. Let me get it first. See if I'm fast enough. Was I fast enough? I was not fast enough. Oh yeah, that's weird. That's a problem with having your engines touching. I don't want to click on the biogas engine. Will you let me click on the fermenter? I need this mulch. Thank you. Okay, and so we want the mulch to go on the white side. Like so. Alright, we'll just put that there and it should pump out, yes. But the seeds, what they're going to do is they're going to turn into mycelium, and so we actually want the mycelium to go a different direction than the mulch because we're not going to use the mycelium. And so I would put another void pipe on the side of this to get rid of the mycelium. Right now it's just going to fall out on the ground, which is fine. We'll clean it up later. In fact, I'll clean it up in between episodes here a little bit since we've reached our time limit. But so you can see when you go to build your base, there's a lot of considerations on how you got to lay it out. I mean, we haven't even done a power block yet, and that's going to eat up a huge chunk of this. And I'm probably going to put it in the same room as this because we don't need the machines visible. We just need to be able to get cables out of it. And so it'll probably wind up over here. I've never needed more than one moistener, so this little outcropping here for my moistener is good enough. And other than some changes we're going to make later once we get this all set up, because we got some new kinds of machines coming. And I'm a big fan of gates, and so we're going to switch these out for gates, which give you a little more control over how things work. So But we got the routers, so we need a void pipe on this yet. We need a void pipe in there yet, so that's 2 more void pipes. In fact, that pipe looks naked without a gate. I got a void pipe here, so that should be fine. I need. I guess I need some biomass and some lava to get this thing going. And then once I get it going, let's plop that on there so we have a little storage tank. This is just my spare, so I can start things back up. But this needs a bucket of lava in it, and you see it's sucking up the saplings. It'll fill up. It'll be fine. This doesn't affect it at all. It's just the router doesn't know where to put it, and so the router's shoving it in there because it's an empty slot. But yeah, this is nearly automated at this point since the harvester there, the farmer from Steve's Carts, harvests the wheat, and the Steve's Cart gets the saplings for us. It all comes in through the build pipes. Wheat and seeds go into the moistener to become mulch. Mulch is the catalyst for the fermenter. The fermenter uses the water from the aqueous accumulator and the saplings from the tree farm and the mulch from the moistener, and we'll make our biomass, and that gives us an automated, hands-free. I never have to check this thing once it gets started, unless a Steve's Cart goes down, and then I have to fix it. But pretty much hands-free source of fuel for both EU production and MJ production. All right, I'm going to call it here since we've run a little long anyways. So when we come back, I think we will probably start on... I might get the power block in here and throw in some generators because you don't need to see those either. So there might be some more machines in here when we come back. But I definitely want to get, now that we have the biomass automated, I definitely want to get into the assembly table and gates. So click like if you like, subscribe to be sure and catch the next one, and I will talk to you later.